Hey everybody, how's it going? Let's focus on Away here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie that I just recently watched called The Invisible Man that came out this year. Now you might be wondering, what are you looking at? Yeah, I know, I'm invisible. I don't know how I turned invisible, but I am. But anyways, let's get down to the review. This movie, oh my goodness. Now, I never watched the original Invisible Man movies, but this one was really intense. I've heard things about the Invisible Man based on of other parodies of it where some person makes like some serum or something that makes him go invisible. However, and there's going to be some spoilers in there, so spoiler alert. There I said, spoiler alert. There's going to be some spoilers in here. So, anyways, let me get down to the review. So, instead of a serum that makes a man go invisible, it's actually a suit. A suit that makes you invisible and it has like tiny little cameras all over it. It's kind of a unique sort of idea, a nice modern take on it because I don't know how to say it. I mean, it's actually pretty clever. I wasn't really expecting that. But anyways, the whole story is that there's this girl that's named Celia, and she's getting abused by her ex, and she leaves him, but her ex still wants to be with her. So he fakes his own death, therefore making a suit that turns him invisible, and he goes around and stalks his ex-girlfriend. The idea behind of an abusive relationship leading to the man actually stalking his girlfriend is actually pretty creepy, actually. It's actually told by the girl's perspective instead of the man's perspective. And there are some shots in the movie where it sort of pans out into an empty room and everything, thinking you that he's really there. It is kind of creepy and it does raise up the blood pressure in other people's minds, but it does get the scares going. Even though the jump scares have been used in any of the trailers, but it still manages to get fun as soon as you start watching it. Then throughout the movie, it just goes crazier, crazier, and crazier. One of Selena's sisters gets killed by him. So everyone thinks that she's going crazy. She's doing lots of terrible things, even killing her own sister. So they put her into a mental asylum, and that is when at the movie she knows where he's at and how he's gonna get her. So she grabs a pen, she disables the suit's invisibility cloak, so now the invisibility cloak, the skies is being shown, all the cameras are flickering, showing the person's body and everything. And she follows him to her house where the invisible man attacks this girl and her father. There's a big fight scene, and then Slayer comes out with a gun and shoots the invisible man, disabling the invisibility cloak, showing his full body exposed, only to reveal that it was Tom. Because Tom and Adrian were brothers. And they keep going back and forth of how Adrian and Tom were like both assaulting each other, both harassing them, were abusive to one another. So it kind of plays out like that. And then at the end of the movie, Adrian calls Sledia I think that's her name, Celia. I think that's her name. I'm sorry for getting the name wrong. It's just her name is really tricky. So they go on a date in the house. She still thinks that she was the Invisible Man, even though we saw that Tom was the Invisible Man. It really is confusing, like, who is who? It really got me confused. But Adrian did get killed because the moment that she found out how they got invisible was the suit. So during the middle of the movie, she finds a way how to make the suit, so she takes it for herself, and that's how she used the suit to kill Adrian. So it looked like Adrian murdered himself when in reality it wasn't, it was actually his ex girlfriend. And then they just shrug off, they say this catchphrase in the whole movie, which is a surprise. And yeah, that's The Invisible Man. Crazy movie, but I totally loved it, the movie. It was really great. See, I did that spin there? Yeah. Goes to show you that I really loved it, the movie, that much. Anyway, I was originally going to give this movie a 7 out of 10, but since I did not expect it to like it that much, that pushes it up to a 8. It's a great movie with great action, great horror aspects to it, and great twists to an old classic. I highly recommend this movie if you are a horror fan like me, and if you're just watching movies with this whole quarantine stuff. So anyways, that's my review of The Invisible Man. Check out my other reviews for Doom Eternal, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more reviews are coming in the future. And as always, stay tuned.